150 milligram diphenhydramine, and I fell asleep. I woke up maybe like 10 times. My head was always pounding. It just kept pounding. And I'm doing, I'm trying to leave my window open. It's snowing outside. It's snowing. It's been snowing for the past 2 days. And as I told you in a video before, they're trying their best to get me fired. But before they could fire me, I decided to quit yesterday. I did do some research. I was fearful these people are going to hold my check, as it's a 2-week check. So, no, they're not going to hold it because Ohio law says you have to pay them the next paycheck, the next pay period, which is this Friday. It should be Friday night. So they can't hold my check. If they hold my check, I can sue them. Eventually, like I said in a previous video, is you see those check boxes where they say, "Are you a veteran?" or "Have you ever been convicted of a federal offense?" They'll have to put that. Are you a targeted individual? We will be ranking right up there with the felons. You'll have to check that box. Because if you are a targeted individual, or you believe you're being targeted by individuals, you come with a host of problems. You come with a whole host of issues. Whoever was targeting you over a prolonged period of time for a reason. The chances are they may have friends and they'll come after you. Like somebody pointed out back in 2020 when I mentioned my inheritance, they said it was so one time. They can't steal it every single day. They stole it once. The moment they either put the card in the slot without your permission, because when your stepmom died, it was yours. They had no right after then to go if she was giving them permission. When she died, it came to an end. When my dad died, it came to an end. There was no more permission to go, well, take out $20 or take out $100 or take out $1,000. I never gave them permission to go take out my dad's money. So, with that being said, it was only one time. So, with that being said, also, it's a one-time thing. Now they're going to start threatening me with going to prison. They've been waiting for me to royally fuck up to either get deported or to go to prison. The people who stole from me, imagine yourself. Imagine you. Put yourself in these people's shoes. The queen pen or the king pen, the person who's behind it all, the person who's directly stole the money and is hiring Brinks, her security system. These people who are attacking me right now, I call them Brinks. You steal someone's money and you hire the Brinks. Poor Brinks. I'm sorry, Brinks might want to sue me. At some point, if I ever get my inheritance back, Brinks is probably going to want to sue me. I shouldn't use the word. Let's say a security blockade, stockade. A security conglomerate. A security conglomerate will hire now grunt workers who will crawl in your crawl space to kill you because they don't want to sit down and watch you. They don't want to sit down and watch you. I mean, what are they watching you for? For the day when you will go look for your inheritance so they can clam up, cover up, hide, just say, well, I don't know. Cover story, simple, I don't know. It's put everybody in a tailspin. Lawyer? You want your lawyer. It's the same to me, the equivalency. You don't have to talk anymore. You don't have to say anything. She has to go get a lawyer. Now I got to go pay for a lawyer. I got to go pay for the bank to release all these things. I got to go jumping here, jumping there, because my dad was alive. I don't have any of his paperwork. They sold his property, and they're claiming they don't have any of his paperwork. No, I'm not there. I don't have money. I have to send maybe 100 here, 100 there. I have an aunt, and she's older. She's not decrepit, but she's a little bit older. There's only is limiting what she can do. She doesn't drive, so there's a limit to what she can do, or even what she's willing to do at this point. Because everywhere she goes, it's a dead end. Just to look to see if the money is in the bank, what happened to my dad's accounts. I'm missing a piece of information. What? To get my dad's birth certificate, I have to get his date of birth. For the life of me, I can't remember. I have to get his date of birth, then I have to get his parents' name. I only knew them as grandma and grandpa. I don't know what their real names were. It's one of those, like, they came from their parents came from India, and then they had all these nicknames. They came off a boat basically, and just were, that's it. They had ID cards and all that because she had a pension. She used to get a pension, Social Security. But I don't know what their real names are, and none of my cousins. I've got 28 cousins, 28 of them. I counted them, either 25 or 28. And not one of them can produce one piece of what their grandma, that's their grandparents as well, what their names are. Is it a conspiracy? Nobody suddenly has the time to talk with me. They all literally, like, one day they would talk to me one day, and then the next day they just stop. I mean, from Monday to Tuesday. Not gradually. Well, we spoke every day of the week, and then it was just once a week or twice a week, and then it's said, no, no, no. Monday, conversation. Tuesday, can't find them anymore. That's when these ones next door in California started to get really bad. So, needless to say, it's like I can't get any traction. I don't know where to look. My dad had businesses. I don't know what happened to his accounts. See under here, you see how it's swelling, like it's almost, it feels tight, like almost like I have locked jaw. It just feels so tight. There's a new thing. They're mapping your head. What I believe is that all your thoughts, even before they come out your mouth, because of all the pressure they're putting on you, your brain is like just over time. So your thoughts are there. Maybe it shows up as random words, but they're pushing you. Well, say something about this neuronac. This is to help your head, like, this is buy them on Amazon. Or say something about this mouse. There's not many things you can say. It's just certain keywords they're looking for. Then they'll tell you, well, they've outsmarted you, they're one up on you, they've pegged you, they've something childish. And even now, of course, I'm a human being. I will just rise to the occasion because it's irritating, to say the least. But they keep at it consistently. So they do that all the time. And notice here the bridge of my nose is swollen. I woke up yesterday. There's a little bump right here, and it was like something seeping out of it. Something seeping out of it. It was on the outside. It's cold. There's no bugs. There's something seeping out of it. See what I'm saying? See what I mean? Look at that. You see how my voice is coming out double? I don't know how these people are doing this, but I believe that someone said it's called W-band or M-band, M-B-A-N. These are little electrodes they put under the skin. What if they have all these electrodes all over us? They're supposed to monitor like heart rate and pulse and your oxygen, your blood pressure, I don't know what they're supposed to monitor. Whether your body's cold or hot, your temperature. Yes, the pain sensors. I have no idea. But M, as in Mary, B as in boy, A as in apple, N as in Nancy. W as in water, B as in boy, A as in apple, N as in Nancy. W band, M band. They said that you can put it under the skin. That's what piqued my interest because somebody on Facebook asked me if that's what I was referring to when I spoke of the neural linking. Now, what if this shit's all over my freaking head? What if it's all over your head? And they just have you in almost like a traction, like you're in traction basically. Everything that happens, they're picking up on it. Now, I don't know how they're putting it in. Is it through our ears? Is it putting it in our mouths and then they're moving it with magnets? I have no idea. Because I want to ask, when they put it under your skin, does it leave a mark? Does it leave, I mean, how does it get under your skin? Does it break the skin to go in? It would have to. If it's a physical thing, it doesn't just magically transport itself there. It would have to be a mark somewhere. I believe they have it in my breast, my right breast, because my breast swells. And there's a scar, like a burn mark. There's some on my pelvis. There's small ones right here. There might be some under my hair. There's one big one on my breast, on both sides, on both breasts, I believe. There's it's big, almost like half of my finger there. It's a scar. Konopka, Zachary Konopka had mentioned there was a young lady that they found that was drugged. She was drugged out of her mind. She had scars, cigarette burns all up and down her legs. I believe it was the electrodes they were putting in her. Unless it was acid. I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know what I believe is causing the problem? Everybody is looking to hacking. And the bandits are getting us through the hacking. Because everybody is looking at that, well, I'm hacking. And you see all this injustice, and then you become afraid because they give you up to 8 years in prison for hacking. So everybody's afraid to open their mouths. You take out the hacking and let the anger build up. Let the rage build up. You either start to pray or you let the rage build up. And you watch what will happen. People will stop hacking and they'll go outdoors and start looking for these people. They push the hacking on us because they make it easy. This is how they probably got started with the hacking. They see shit, people with money, people with relics, people with things they can sell, people with codes to the things that they can monetize. And they want it. Pedophiles see people's kids. A rapist will see a beautiful woman or a young lady. Men, the same thing. They'll see a man, a woman will see a child, a male child or a grown man, something like that. The hacking, you're hacking first of all to something that you feel you're lacking. And if you see an opportunity, you'll say, well, that, like I hack in the place and I see let's say a lamp. The lamp is worth a lot of money and they just have it in a corner. Like, you're going to rationalize that they don't need this lamp. I don't want the lamp. And then you're going to go and say, well, knock on the door, make friends. I see, I'll take this lamp from you. You use it, I'll give you $20. Now, the whole get up from the get-go, you hacked and you saw the lamp. If they later come to find out that you sold the lamp for $20,000 because you knew what the lamp was worth, can they sue you? I'm not sure. Which means the hacking it came into play. Everybody's afraid of the hacking. I would suggest don't hack anymore and let your anger build up so that you can start taking action. Legally, or just go and confront these people. I believe if most of us start doing this is gonna tone down a lot because they'll be afraid. So far, They seem to have the upper hand, and that's the problem. They seem to have the upper hand. They seem to have the upper hand. In my life is totally in traction because of these people. And they're doing it deliberately and mocking me of how little defense I have, or protection skills, or ways to protect myself, because I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't have anything to protect myself with. So, there's that. But whatever this is, I have to figure it out. But I had a massively horrible night. This morning, I feel like I want to pass out. I don't feel good. But anyway, I'm going to post this. Hopefully somebody can make some use out of it. I just feel like we need to get together and form some kind of a... We have to get together. We have to get together. There's no other way for this to happen. We're isolated, and that's the problem. So, 3 suspects: the M-ban, the vaccine, and the neural monitoring. The G word, Graphene. Graphene. I can't say the word, it's banned here. They're taking my videos off when I say the word. Because I believe it's a controlled substance. So, think about it.